Surprise, everybody. Welcome to the return of the horror of it all. I'm your host, Richard Graves, here to discuss with you, talk to you, chat with you, geek out with you, and get scary with you about all things horror and Halloween related. This has been a long time in the making to come back and do this. I wasn't sure if I was going to when I did the last episode in October. I kind of had some mixed feelings, like whether or not I was going to come back to do it because I knew there were other things that I enjoyed talking about, whether, excuse me, whether it's comic books or John Hughes movies or anything like that, uh, cartoons. It was just, I knew there were other things outside of horror that I did enjoy talking about. And so I went off, kind of waited a little while, let the dust settle, and then I started a new podcast with my good friend Mike Smith of Nomad Comics and Collectibles called Lights Camera Pop. When it's an awesome show, I love doing it, and this is kind of even coming out of left field. So, but this show will be coming at you on Wednesdays, and just something like a midweek kind of thing, just a short little show, just to talk about some horror. Halloween's coming up. It's the season. It's coming up right after the 4th of July. I mean, of course, most people who are in the holiday spirit have that spirit 365 days. Haunt season usually starts around June anyway. But there are freaks like myself who just love watching horror movies all year long, who just love thinking about Halloween and just wishing it was Halloween season. And now that that's coming up upon us, it just almost made it seemed fitting for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this again. Why not? Um, my co-host of the horror of it all. I mean, this is gonna be the same thing. Um, but he's gonna join me on occasion too, and we're going to actually we planned out we're gonna do like an October kind of thing, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for that. It's gonna be super fucking cool. Um, but yeah, so if you subscribe to Lights Camera Pop, you're automatically gonna get this show because I'm gonna release this under Lights Camera Pop presents the horror of it all. So um, just to kind of get to know who I am a little bit. Again, Richard Graves, not my real name, but I just it rolls off the tongue a little bit. Some of my I started this originally because the inner circle that I did have just wasn't like huge horror fans, and if they did, it was like, oh, I like Nightmare on Elm Street, I like Hollow. It was like the not saying that there's anything wrong with this because like Halloween is actually probably one of my favorite franchises. Um, and it actually teeters between that and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But it's just like, oh, did you see there was a new Terrifier? Did you see Trick or Treat? It's so many different things that like I get excited about, and I just feel like when I went to talk to somebody about it, they're just like, just let me talk. Go ahead. So whether or not anybody listens to this, I feel I'm just using this as an outlet to get it out and say, yes, I'm just so excited. Did you see this? So I'm happy to be back and ready to roll. Um, this is actually pretty cool to kind of start this again because, like I said, the Halloween season's coming up. There are so many cool things that's kind of coming out. We're finally getting the return of Jason Voorhees, and I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer for Sweet Revenge, and it's the precursor, I guess you will, to the beginning of the Jason universe, and he's coming back. There is a Peacock TV series coming out based around Pamela Voorhees and Linda Carlini. If you're not familiar who she was in D. Snyder's Strangeland. She played Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies. Hawkeye's wife. I mean, she is in everything. Grandma's Boy. She is a fantastic actress, and she is going to be portraying Pamela Voorhees in the Crystal Lake TV series that's going to be premiering on Peacock. So that's super cool. Like I said, this new trailer for Sweet Revenge, it looks really fun, really good. It almost like, holy shit, we're finally getting Jason back. And it's really been a long time coming for this because we have so much Jason and Friday the 13th merch out there, and everybody's clamoring for a new Jason. Now we're getting it. But then, of course, at San Diego Comic Con this past week, they brought up the new hockey mask. And then, of course, a few months ago, they released the concept art of what Jason's going to look like. Even though we're getting a new Jason, people started to bitch a little bit. Oh, this isn't not my Jason, blah, blah, blah. And then they brought up the mask and, kind of went quiet. Then they brought up the mask. Then everyone's like, oh, that mask looks like shit. I mean, I think it looks fine. Not that my opinion matters, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. But I think it looks cool. The trailer for Sweet Revenge, I'm going to post up onto the Horror of It All on the Facebook page. You guys got to check it out. I'm hoping I still have some followers on there. And also on there, the weeks that I'm not able to record, just so you know, I'm kind of jumping back and forth because it's weird to do this solo. So, like, I'm just kind of throwing shit out. But that being said, um, I can't remember what the fuck my point was going to be. But um, okay, I know what I was going to say. If there's ever a week that I'm not able to record and put this out, I'm going to release the old shows. And I'm going to mainly release the ones that I had guests. We had some really awesome guests that we got to talk to, got to meet. Not meet in person, but over Zoom. I tell you what, these guys were all super awesome to talk with. Just to give you some examples, if you've ever seen a little movie called The Monster Squad, Ryan Lambert, Rudy, great fucking dude. Dude is super cool. He was on a kids show in the 80s called Kids Incorporated, which was like the Nickelodeon version of the Mickey Mouse Club. It was really cheesy, but of course it was the 80s. Of course everything was cheesy. But super cool guy. Billy Pond, writer and director of Circus of the Dead and the upcoming Circus of the Dead 2. Fantastic gentleman to speak with. And Bill Oberst, who played Papa Corn in the Circus of the Dead movies. So this is, wait till you see, well, not see, because I only have audio. I'm not releasing any video footage. You don't want to see me on video. But super guys to talk with, and I'm sure that, like, it'll be nice to revisit because they are no longer available. Like, if you typed in if you typed in the Horror of It All podcast, it's not going to come up. You hit play and it says, fuck you. So I'm really excited to start this back up again. I'm in a new location. I had moved. I'm still in the Pennsylvania area. That was another big change from the last setting to now. Is I was in a little small town in a county called Fayette County. Now I'm in a bigger county called Westmoreland, and it's super cool. I got a bigger desk. It's almost like changing jobs and getting a promotion. I got a bigger desk. I got more Funko Pops and collectibles up here that I'm looking at, which I just added a brand new addition to my Funkos, courtesy of my son, Mike. And it is Herman Munster, a Walgreens exclusive from the Munsters, and he's wearing like the chopper gear, like the leather and the hat and everything like that. It's super cool. I'll have to post a picture of it. But yeah, so I just wanted to release this out, get this into the world, let you know what's coming, and keep an eye out. Like I said, check out the Friday the 13th trailer. I'm going to be posting it on Lights Camera Pop. I'm sorry, I'm going to post it on the Horror of It All. Sorry, hit my mic. I'm going to post it on the Horror of It All. and you can check it out there. Also, there is another pretty cool trailer, which it's I'm still kind of like, actually I'll talk about two trailers real quick before I end this brief little introductional episode, inaugurational, if you will. Um, Welcome to Daring, which is the new Pennywise, the new It, and it's kind of like a prequel to the remake movies. Bill Skarsgård is coming back, and it looks really good. I'm gonna kind of reserve judgment until I see it, but I think it definitely looks interesting, and it looks like it's gonna have a slow burn, which I think is pretty awesome. Secondly, there is a new Five Nights at Freddy's coming out, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which looks so badass. It looks like they're going a little closer to the game with of course, I ain't gonna lie, I've never played the video games, so I went into the first movie blind. So, but from what I did see of the second, from the trailer of the second movie, it looks like they're sticking closer to the video games where they're doing the camera footage and stuff like that, which I think is pretty dope. But I love the first Five Nights. Five Nights was so good, or FNAF, if that's what the kids are calling it these days. But Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one, so good. The second one, I think, judging by the trailer at the moment, could potentially be better than the first one. So we'll kind of see how that goes whenever it comes out. But yeah, so welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this 15 minutes or so of the brand new The Horror of It All, and keep subscribing to the Lights Camera Pop. Go follow Nomad Comics and Collectibles over on Instagram. And stay tuned for next week for another episode of The Horror of It All. And this coming week, we'll have another episode of Lights Camera Pop. Stay spooky, everyone.